welcome back to the channel. Right around 5 a.m. right now. The sun's thinking about doing something over that hill. We're going to be hauling the new PrimeTech to its first job. Picked this thing up yesterday morning. Got back into town just a little bit too late. It didn't make sense to go all the way out to the job site and only work like an hour and then come back home. So, fresh start today. But I want to get a towing video with a new Ram 5500 towing this. It's not a light machine. I'll just be flat out honest with you. It's pretty light. We're right there within reason, but it would be nice to have a 40K trailer. I'll be straight up honest with you, but we're still within our legalities. So we're going to be going through a pretty good canyon this morning. Down it, into it, and up out of it. So let's get that underway. Well, first thing out the gate every morning, it's pretty much like a filter for a Jeep trail. Got about a 9–10% grade right out in my driveway. Unfortunate as that may be, it's a second gear run or it's a third gear run with a stick shift truck. Drive about 30 mile an hour, 30, 32, about what every truck runs. So this is a good start. Feel a little bit more comfortable about doing the canyon. Definitely not uncomfortable at the canyon, but aware of the situation. She's steep, it's heavy. If you're not aware and you're not taking into consideration the situation, then you'd be finding yourself getting into trouble. It's pulling. If I had a little bit tighter second to third, I can make a third happen here, but we'll just leave her in second. 30 mile an hour, it's a fair clip going up this hill, considering the weight that we got back there. Man, I wanted to be on the job right now. It's one thing after another. Fuel, everything. One thing I noticed towing to this truck, it feels like, well, yeah, you might go a little slow, and then you look down, you're on 34, I'm in a 35 zone. It's a speed limit. Another thing, I just passed the elevation sign, 2,900 feet right here. Global machinery is at 25, not 2,900. Almost 3,000 feet difference. Crazy to think about that within a 50-minute drive. Alright, here we go, headed into the canyon. Didn't leave early enough like I wanted to, unfortunately. So you get like just before traffic, you get the people that are just in a hurry and want to tailgate you, and then they'll pass you in a dumb spot. Let's get her easy on down in here. Cummins exhaust brake, phenomenal, works great. When you got this kind of weight back there, whatever speed you hit the hill at, it kind of just wants to hold that. So I'd like to give her a little brake tap before I start descending in here and hopefully keep me around 33, 35, somewhere in there. It's a little bit heavier than the Mechalek, just a touch. Took us up 34, we'll have to go to second gear coming in this. Well, those of you guys thinking, oh, why don't you just get a 3,500, you get a higher tow rating, more horsepower and all that stuff. These damn hills right here, if you know everything fails on the trailer as far as braking power, the truck's still got enough sauce in its brakes to do something about it. 5,500 just got bigger brakes, bigger frame, bigger axles. It just makes a lot more sense for me to do this because this is the area that I'm driving in. Let's give her back to second gear. I had to hit the brakes 2 times, maybe 3 times coming down this stretch with my old 5500 with the stick shift. So there's one. I'll give it a 4 mile an hour stab coming down this. this kind of weight, second gear coming down a hill like this with the gear ratio being the way they are, this 8-9% grade plus. There's my second stab. So it's being consistent with my old truck, the stick shift, and the stick shift also had an extra engine brake. So here's my third stab right here. I'm gonna pull over right here and let everybody by, because the second rig happens to be a CHP. Can't really do nothing to me because there's nothing to do, but I just don't want to deal with the law. You know what I mean, fellas? Oh no, he's going down the back road. Okay, we made it to the bottom of the canyon, no problem. 3 brake stab. This is the next one, getting back out of it. Yeah, the extra horsepower would be nice, but the gear ratio that we acquired should give us a little bit of advantage here. It's going to be a second gear Hail Mary. Not a Hail Mary, I pulled it with the mechanical leg. It just, this first corner, you got to hit with a little bit of spirit. Because it just, the speed you need to maintain the corner don't really favor that kind of speed, so you can follow through out the back end. Come on, baby. 21. Oh, it's, blue Jeep's got blue lights. I don't know if that's legal, but okay. Oh, there we go. Pulled through. If it goes about 17, 18 mile an hour and you're bogging it like we kind of are now, then it'll want to unlock second gear, and that'll ruin your trip right there. You could go lower gear ratio so that your second gear is a little bit lower on the speed category, but realistically I think just like a 40 horse tune, just to bring it out of the hole down there, that's all you really would need. Ooh. Come on, baby, hold 23. No, got 24 out of it. God dang. I'm okay with that. This is a pretty steep little section here. The steepness plus the windy bit. That's, oh, I got a bumper up front. Get out of the way, dear. Jump off the cliff. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Sweet. Pretty happy about that. You got to keep her little spirit under the throttle. A couple of them corners to maintain and lock second gear. But she did it. Not really too much of an issue for 24,500 pound machine on the deck back there. We are not light. Got a little jog up this canyon, finish out the trip. It doesn't get much steeper. Then we'll hit Sutton South over here. I'm gonna pick this thing up in the valley, completely flat down there. And a lot of people don't realize how steep it actually is up in this neck of the woods I'm working in. But I wouldn't have hardly any trouble with shoot a single wheel truck, unrealistic as it may be, but down in the flatlands, towing that kind of weight, because it's super easy on the flat. Everything goes quicker, it stops quicker, everything's easier down there in the flat. Down at sea level, you get the most power out of your truck possible. You come up here, 3,000 feet's not bad, but it don't help you. Dude, your buddy, she pulled the new prime right up through there. Pretty happy about that. Get this thing dropped off and get to work. Check her out. Old Town. Gotta make a sharp turn right here. Thought about going that route over the train tracks, but I figured, well, if you're not on time and you take a little route that's gonna put you needing to go across the tracks, you probably get like a 300 car train come through there, shut you down for about 4 hours. Look at them guys standing on the side of the building. Seen 4 cops this morning, 3 or 4 cops. D.O.T. Should have left earlier, man. They are everywhere. Here's the sheriff's building right there. These little back roads, that's what those boys on fast lane trucks should be testing on. Highway stuff is man. Nice groomed road, plenty of real estate. They should do these back roads like this. Windy, steep. Yeah, get your toe test through this stuff, boys. Come on. Somebody send them an email. Oh, it's got a nice 5500 dump box and everything. We're almost to the site. You see out in the distance, probably not, fish islands, but there's about 70 dead pine trees standing. Well, we're here to take them down. I already took out about 30 of them the day before yesterday. And we are pulling over right here on the left side of the road. Get the blinker on early because we got cars back there and they seem to think, well, we can just pass you any old spot. Especially on the left side. That's the easiest. This nursery on right down into here. Slow down, Charlie. Slow down. Man. See about getting this new prime off right there. I didn't realize there was a little bit of blacktop left. Ooh. Alright, we'll have to scout it. I might have to move over a little bit. Just for reference, for weight's sake, Ultra head weighs over 4,000 pounds. That's a big orange thing right in front of the camera. Let's see if this thing's remotely level. How's she looking back here, fellas? Oh, perfect. Oh, that's nice. Saved these from last time we had to prime here. Metal Saver 9000. You guys hear it beeping? It's considerably loud. Straight back. Gotta get to work. Running short days. Well, not really short days. Starting earlier. Hoping to. And quitting earlier because it gets triple digits. The pulling you right there. You see that? I figured he was just gonna be a champ about that thing. His backer all the way in. Hopefully he's not on that bridge. It's the railroad rail bridge. Sure. All right, guys, got the Prime Tech all dropped off. Decided I was gonna pick this thing up. Got some other stuff to work on at the house, but I got a story for you guys. First started hauling our equipment, the biggest machine we had, and I only hauled it a couple of times, and I thought, oh, this is heavy. On my 30K trailer, which this trailer I've got behind me is a 30K trailer, which is just different sticker on it, so you have to pay extra taxes. Same trailer, same ratings, just different sticker. But I hauled the gyro track, the GT 25. Didn't use it too much. It needed some work. It still does. But that thing weighed over 24,000 pounds, and I was like, man, I don't want all that too often. It's heavy. But it was that old trailer I had. Just terrible brakes. Combination kind of sucked. But now with that new Prime Tech, this truck, I mean, on flat ground, stopping and going, no problem. Getting the hills, most of our area, the hills are pretty windy anyway, so there's not a lot of speed, just because there's a lot of corners. So you're not going fast to start off with, and it handles it great. I mean, the brakes are great, power, pretty damn good. You can always have more power, but as long as our brakes are great, then we're happy with that. But that mobile station I was telling you guys about, no matter what you're hauling, if you got all your paperwork lined up, it's always concerned going on this certain highway, and that mobile DOT station will be set up. I like to pursue through that area, like in this video where I was early. Avoid the traffic, avoid the option of possibly having to get stopped at scales, yada yada. And it just, been doing that for years. They are hardly ever out there, but if they are, you know, maybe I beat them through there that morning. But I get texts periodically, bad service kind of job, and buddy says, hey, they got DOT out there on highway such and such, pulling every commercial vehicle over, you got to stop. I'm like, well, good thing I already passed through there. And later on that afternoon, I get a text from another guy who I know doesn't have a big gooseneck trailer or nothing, but he does moonlight it a little bit with a no CDL, when he should have had a CDL for many years, and he knows what I'm talking about because he watched these videos. Well, he got pulled in there and sent out an SOS for a CDL driver. So he texted me. I don't know how long or close to when they texted I actually got the text, but it wasn't too farther after that they texted again saying they had a CDL guy come pick it up. And unfortunately, I was pretty good distance away from there, so it wasn't like I could just turn and burn and go grab it and take care of it. It would have screwed up the whole afternoon and interrupted more business. But it's just pretty unfortunate. You think every state has their like CDL laws of 26,000 pounds, but in California, any trailer that's rated for more than 10,000 pounds, you have to have a CDL. It's stupid, especially with today's standards on pickups. Everything can tow 30,000 pounds. It doesn't even care. So I don't know where they're coming up with that. They need to revamp it, which they won't. The long end of it, non-CDL guy towing out of class, he had to, I don't know if it's forfeit or they just put his trailer on timeout and waited for a CDL guy to come pick it up, and I think he got it taken care of. Probably got hit with a little fine. But I'll tell you, it's some headache getting all your paperwork lined up and go and take your CDL test and all that. But oh, it's such a weight lifted off your shoulders. Folks asking if I'm going to go back into deleting stuff again, like this truck. It pulls too good to really give a crap about deleting it. The other truck did not pull worth a damn being stock. So that's another thing I don't have to worry about, something hanging on my shoulders, is, you know, worried about carb crap. I just want to, I can get to work, make good money, get home, hang out with the family. Don't worry about none of that crap. You know, that was a time and a place, and I had fun doing that. But for commercial business use stuff, not really too interested in it. But let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like this video, share it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.